Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday school. So our candle, we've got our candle that's lit, which is our prayer that you are happy and you are safe and you are being kind. I have my stole today, and Amelia, let's not play with fire near your hair, thank you. Amelia, what color is my stole?
Green.
Green. Yeah, no, you can't. So my stole is green today because we have entered into Pentecost, the season of Pentecost. That's right. Which means what? What does Pentecost mean?
I don't know.
You don't know. Pentecost is the coming of the Holy Spirit to the church, but it's also about the life of the church. It's when the church goes out into the world. Just wait before you start coloring on the rocks. Let's just wait. Just wait. It's when the church goes out into the world. So green is what we sometimes call ordinary time, or I would say it's growing time. It's growing time, and we are in the season of growing time. So this morning for our craft, you're going to need to go out into your garden or out into the world or somewhere in your house and find some rocks. Find some rocks. Now, flat rocks are good. We didn't have any flat rocks around us. So we just got big rocks, and you want a rock that has a pretty good size to it. As well, you're going to need something to either color on your rock, so markers are really good, or a Sharpie, or paint. Well, I'm going to tell you what to color in a second. You're going to color it green? Yeah, you can try and color some of it green.
I know.
Or paint. Finger paint is the best. We don't have finger paint here right now, so we're going to color, we're going to use markers, but I think it actually would even be better with paint. So in our green time, so Amelia's going to color her rock green. I'm going to...
Not all the way.
Not all the way? Well, on one side of your rock, Amelia, okay, I think I'm going to choose this one. On one side of the rock, I want you to draw, you can color part of it green for sure, but I want you to draw a cross. Okay? So we're going to draw a cross on one side of the rock.
To represent Jesus and God.
To represent Jesus and God. That's right. To represent Jesus and God. So, Amelia, I'm wondering if you remember back when we were able to be in the church building and we would have a baptism. Father John, and sometimes me, but always Father John, because Father John loves doing this. Father John would go around and he would sprinkle water on everybody, right?
Yeah.
And do you remember what he used to say when he would sprinkle water on everybody? Do you remember?
Now you are beloved of God.
You are beloved of God. Oh my gosh, I did not test her on that. She just remembered that. You are God's beloved, right?
Yeah.
You are beloved of God. And I'm curious if you know what beloved means. What does beloved mean?
Kind of like in movies and shows, like my beloved or something like that.
In movies and shows, my beloved. So if someone is beloved,
I think it means someone loves somebody very much.
you think it means someone loves somebody very much. That's exactly what it means. It means somebody treasures somebody loves somebody. So I wonder what are some of the ways that you know you're loved. How do you know you're loved? How do we know we're loved? What do you think?
Because we get to do things that if we weren't loved, we wouldn't be able to do.
We get to do things that if we weren't loved, we wouldn't be able to do? Like what things? Tell me more.
Or like we wouldn't be allowed to do.
Or we wouldn't be allowed to do? Okay.
Like for our family, it's a tradition to go to the PNE, and I feel like if I wasn't loved, we wouldn't be going to the
Okay, so
PNE.
our family does special things, and that's one of the ways you know you're loved. I was thinking even smaller than that, things like, so if we know we're loved, what are the ways we know that? Well, sometimes people tell us we're loved, right? People tell us we're loved?
Yeah, and maybe if you're angry, sometimes you don't feel like you're loved at the moment.
When you're angry, you don't always feel like you're loved at the moment. Yeah.
When special things happen into you. You feel
When special things happen.
feel special. Like when, say, your parents and threw you a big special birthday, like surprise party. That would make you probably feel very loved.
Yeah, but what about, I was thinking about some other ways, because you're right, when special things happen, we do feel loved. But special things don't happen every day in that way, but there are some things that help us to know we're loved every day.
If you get like a hug.
You get a hug, I think, yeah. But I think you also hit on something kind of important, which is that sometimes when we're having a bad day, we don't always remember that we are beloved, either by our families or by God. So what I've done with my rock is I put a cross on it, and then I drew a red circle around my cross, but you can do whatever you want.
Red circle.
Amelia's drawing red circles and hearts around her cross. And on the rest of my rock, I wrote out the words, "You are God's beloved." You are God's beloved. And this rock is kind of, it's a little bit small in a couple of places. So I wrote, "You are God's beloved," and I wrote it in a couple of places. And I'm going to continue to decorate. But I'm wondering, what does it mean to be, we know what it means to be beloved. We hope we are beloved by our parents and our friends, and we know that through hugs and being told, and sometimes when people do nice things for us and kind things for us, and also we can show it that way too, can't we? We show it that way, yeah. But how do we know that we are God's beloved? How do we know about that, Amelia? I wonder.
Like, it's kind of like because it's kind of like we are one with God.
We are one with God, yeah. Well, I'm gonna sort of.
Marker's dying.
Your marker's dying, I know. These markers they don't always like coloring on rocks, but that's
You
okay.
wrecked my markers.
I wrecked your markers. Oh
My
dear.
brand new markers.
Oh dear. You'll have to ask Grandma.
Well,
Yes, they came in the mail yesterday from Grandma. But so when we know we're loved by God, we are God's beloved.
I did 2 crosses.
You did 2 crosses. So we know we're loved by God. I think often we know that because other people love us, or the ways other people, ways that.
My idea is to, like, since this side's green. Can we show them?
No, it'll be in the thumbnail, don't worry.
Since this side's green, and then I didn't want to do this, but I did it. Each side's gonna be a different color.
Each side's going to be a different color.
Besides for this side, which is the cross side.
So being beloved, but we know we're loved by God through other people. I think that's one of the things. We know we're loved by God through other people. When other people give us hugs.
It kind of looks like
Okay. A symbol, yeah. But I think Amelia talked about another important thing, which is sometimes we forget because we're having a bad day, or somebody says something mean, or we don't think something is fair, and we're just having a bad day, and we forget that we are beloved by God.
Frustrated because someone says something.
Get frustrated because someone says something.
To do.
So that's part of why we have our rock. So that when we have our rock that says you are beloved by God, that you can go and hold that rock, or if you put it in your garden, you can go and look at that rock and you can remember how much you're loved. Because one of the things is, if you know you're loved, deeply loved, that kind of beloved, then I would wonder, Amelia, if then we act differently. Do you think you act differently when you know you're loved?
Yeah, I think I act happy.
You think you act happy? Are you kinder to other people when you know you're loved?
Yeah, and I think I act like not so grumpy.
Act not so grumpy. So I would wonder what would happen if everybody knew how much they were beloved by God.
It would be a very happy world.
It would be a very happy world. So that is our craft for today, for Ordinary Time. So you, and I hope you always remember that, you are beloved by God. And keep safe and be happy, and we will see you soon. God bless.